Peace, family. This will be part 3 of the Black Panther breakdown. I had to kind of talk myself into doing this, but hopefully I can make some connections. The movie Black Panther was released February the 16th, 2018. What's interesting about that is on the same day, we also have Nipsey Hussle's album releasing on February 16th, 2018 called Victory Lap. And the reason I find that quite important is because if we go look at the character of Killmonger, who I want to focus on in a Black Panther movie, he's a kid coming out of California with an African American mother and a actual African father coming from East Africa. According to this movie, one is Wakanda, the other one in real life is Eritrea. But I just want to make this connection. So we have Eric Killmonger, who I'm saying had this dual lineage, and we had Nipsey Hussle, who has this dual lineage. And the movie focuses on Black Panther, so let's deal with the Black Panthers and how all of this goes into the situation. So we have the Black Panther group in California, but what's so important and historical about, let's say, the Black Panther in African American history is the Jaguar coat. And the Jaguars are it's of the Panther class, and the dominant is black. But we'll get into this. So we had a Jaguar coat over here where the initiates wore jaguars. In Egypt, they wore leopard skin. So this is different. This is a different thing going on here. So when we see Eric Killmonger wear this Jaguar suit, it's in reference to this Jaguar coat that took place in ancient America. But my thing with the Black Panther is when we get back to the Black Panther, what we find is Ik Balam, which means black jaguar. What is a black jaguar? If you look it up, it says very rare, but it'll always try to take you to panther. So for us to have the Black Panthers over here and have that connection to ancient black people, who's basically god of war and trade, called Ik Balam, meant black jaguar. Ik meaning black, Balam meaning jaguar. So this is what the ancient people who was here in America. So when we see this Black Panther group, it's something that is coming back that's already in these people. And there's a certain energy that's being represented with that aspect. But I also got 2 points. So I'm going to play the first clip. And in this first clip, we hear Nipsey Hussle talks about this movie called The Spook Who Sat by the Door.
Now, Blue Laces 2, one of my favorite records on the album. You make a Spook Who Sat by the Door reference.
You know about that, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I read that book, but I don't think you a spook who sat by the door. I think your intentions are pretty clear.
Well, now I would say so, but even to the point we made earlier, that's one of the reasons I was so vocal about where I was coming from and what I represented, because I knew who I wanted to mobilize. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna name my last album "The Spook That Sat by the Door." You know what I mean? When I finished my situation with our partnership at Atlantic, and for anybody that ain't seen that movie or read the book, it's about a gang member from Chicago who presented himself in a way he never caught no cases. He had a clean cut look, and he infiltrated the CIA.
Yep.
And he became educated and basically he used their agenda, which was to have a token nigga in the CIA for political reasons. You know, we gonna speak blunt, fuck it. He used it against him. And I think that in terms of hip hop, you think of the message that they embrace, I feel parallel with, like, you know what I mean? The power structure. I don't mean the culture of hip hop, but the power structure of music. They got prescribed personas they expect from us. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the way he used their intention against him was one of my underlying strategies. You know what I'm saying?
You got to put the medicine in the candy.
100%.
And what's interesting about that book, all his people used to call him Uncle Tom and a coon,
You know what
and
I'm
a
saying?
sellout.
Yeah.
But he was there working for them the whole time.
Yeah, and he I don't want to go blow nothing up like he did in the movie, you know what I mean? But just in terms of being able to mobilize his homies to a higher cause, you know?
So he was saying he using these tactics that he learned from watching this movie to basically galvanize his people. So when we go and watch this same thing being acted out in the movie Black Panther with Michael B. Jordan, which I'm going to play, he talks about the training and stuff that he received and how he was going to use it.
He burned the garden of the heart-shaped herb.
Well, of course he did. That's what he was trained to do. His unit used to work with the CIA to destabilize foreign countries. They would always strike at transitions of power, like an election year or the death of a monarch. You got control of government, the military.
Ahora success.
Right.
But that's the spook who sat by the door. Another aspect that I want to touch is the end game of the movie Black Panther. They end up coming to Oakland. I know Oakland is not in the same area, but it says with a new STEM center and a revolutionary marketing strategy, Nipsey Hussle becomes music's biggest disruptor. On this day, on the day before his February release of his highly anticipated debut album, Victory Lap, LA rapper Nipsey Hussle cut the ribbon on a combination of co-working space and STEM center in the Crenshaw district. And at this place, they was going to be going over basically engineering, technology, math, and all of that other stuff. But it was kind of like a science environment. So when we get to this movie Black Panther, the ending scene is them trying to bring this technological grasp into Oakland or this area of California.
When you said you would take me to California for the first time, I thought you meant Coachella or Disneyland. Why here?
This is where our father killed our uncle.
They're tearing it down. Good.
We are not tearing it down. I bought this building. And that building. That one over there. This will be the first Wakanda International Outreach Center. Now, Kia will oversee the social outreach. You will spearhead the science and information exchange.
You're kidding.
Eh?
Man, what the hell is that? That's like a Bugatti spaceship. Oh, yeah, I know what it's all see that. What? Take this back to the house. Pull up the school. Hey, look, we can break it apart. We can sell it on eBay. Everybody.
I wouldn't use that if I was you guys.
Where you come from?
From Wakanda. What is it, Wakanda? Hey, yo. This yours? Who are you?
But this is a Free Black Society presentation. I was just trying to show you how these connected. Both of these, the movie and his album comes out on the same day. He drops his stuff about his STEM program the day before his album dropped. California with the Black Panthers, and we can go to Bunchy Carter, who was a Black Panther semi-gang member who was able to galvanize people. So we have this aspect of the Black Panther in California, the Black Panther or the Black Jaguar, whatever you want to call it. So you can see where this guy Eric Killmonger character came from, or archetype, which was a real life person. But like, subscribe, and share. Peace.